Is The Lighthouse a brilliantly eerie psychological thriller, or a flaming hot dumpster fire of art house nonsense? Well, mate, I'll tell ya. Hey, welcome back to another episode of How Disturbing. I'm your host, Billy Bogues, and today we're looking at 2019's The Lighthouse. Obviously on How Disturbing, we review disturbing content, and although my descriptions will be brief and fleeting, viewer discretion is still definitely advised. This is also your spoiler warning. Let's go to The Lighthouse. As the film opens, we see a small boat docking on a remote island and a group of passengers disembarking. It appears we're sometime around the 1890s, and it looks like we're on the coast of New England. We see one of our main characters, Ephraim Winslow, who disembarked from the boat, making himself at home. And Winslow is introduced, kind of, to the very flatulent Thomas Wake, keeper of the lighthouse. Winslow himself is what's known as a wickie, so he's basically the assistant to the lighthouse keeper. Sitting on his new bed, Winslow finds a mermaid scrimshaw buried in the mattress, and for some reason, he pockets it. That night over dinner, we discover that Winslow is actually on a swing shift, and I've mistakenly not written down whether or not that was 2 weeks or a month, but I guess he's about to tell us right now.
To 4 weeks.
No, sir, thank you.
Bad luck to leave a toast unfinished, lad.
Well, meaning no disrespect.
We also learned that Thomas Wake is an overbearing slave driver.
You clean the brass and the clockwork, and you tidy up the quarters after. There's well more to be mended outside. Do you hear me, lad?
Tom also forbids Winslow from never ever going up to the lighthouse and actually seeing the light, a la Beauty and the Beast.
Well, I was expecting to get up to see the lantern.
I tend the light. The light is mine.
The castle is your home now, so you can go anywhere you like, except the West Wing.
What's in the West?
It's forbidden!
Now that we're done with all that, it's time for Winslow to have a nice solid hallucination. If you're having trouble following the plot of this film, so am I. While working outside one day, Winslow has a run-in with a large seagull. This seagull really gets on Winslow's nerves, so he chucks a rock at it, and well, Tom saw him do that. Winslow continues to get the real shit jobs from Tom. This job, for example, which is carrying a giant drum of turpentine all the way up to the top of a lighthouse. Fuck that. Over dinner that night, Tom explodes at Winslow, explaining that bad luck comes to those who harm seabirds.
Bad luck to kill a seabird.
More tall tales.
Bad luck to kill a seabird.
Later on in the evening, Winslow catches Tom up in the lighthouse getting naked, freaky and weird with the lighthouse light like it's some kind of ditty party.
To ye, a beauty.
A few days on from this, Winslow goes to grab a drink and he discovers that the water is filled with shitty, yucky, gross stuff. He goes to investigate the well, and when he opens it up and has a look inside, he sees a festy, rotting seabird in there. Remember? While this is all going on, Winslow's old girlfriend comes back to taunt him for a while. Winslow snaps and goes on to bludgeon the bird well past death. That's gotta be bad luck. Alrighty, today's the day. Winslow should be getting picked up and going home. Yeah, but due to the storm, looks like nobody's coming.
Maybe the tender did come, we just missed her is all.
I can take the dory out.
Weeks, Winslow, weeks.
And weeks continue to go by and still nobody's coming.
The tender's coming.
75. Old Striker was marooned here for 7 long months he was.
Tom gets Winslow to help him unearth a giant crate of alcohol.
Rations.
Over the coming weeks, the storm continues, and Winslow and Tom also continue to drink themselves into an absolute stupor. Sometimes they share moments of camaraderie.
My lover lies asleep.
And other times they share moments of conflict.
What? That's what I mean! That's the trouble with you.
That's the trouble with ye.
With you!
With ye!
No!
But it's mostly the conflict.
No!
We're treated to this very bizarre scene where Winslow pulls out that little mermaid sculpture and furiously masturbates over it. We've all had some tough wanks, but geez, that's a super hard one. After he's done playing with his willy, Winslow informs Tom that they've run out of alcohol.
We're out of drink.
Luckily though, Winslow is smart enough to create a concoction of turpentine and honey. Delicious! The two get totally hammered on their honey terps as a flood begins to fill the lighthouse. The following morning, the carnages died down and Winslow finds Tom's logbook. In the logbook, it describes Winslow as completely incompetent and suggests that he should be fired without pay immediately.
Recommend severance without pay? Severance without pay?! Are you trying to ruin me?
The two begin to argue, and Tom accuses Winslow of causing the storm by killing the bird earlier.
Will you kill me like you done that gull?
I did!
Liar! You murdering dog! 'Twas ye what changed the wind on us. 'Twas ye what damned us, dog, 'twas ye!
The two get into a fist fight and then this really weird shit happens. Winslow then leads Tom outside, tied by a rope. And he begins to bury Tom alive, but not before taking the keys to the lighthouse. Winslow, now in possession of the keys, is on his way to see the light, but with Tom dead in the ground, seems like he's got time to stop for a quick ciggy. Except that he doesn't, because this happens.
The light belongs to me!
Somehow, after copping a pickaxe to the shoulder, Winslow comes out on top, and he makes his way to the top of the lighthouse. He discovers the Fresnel lens of the lighthouse, and he sits down in front of it, and this weird shit happens. Winslow then falls all the way down the stairs of the lighthouse. It's a lot of stairs. As the film comes to a close, out on the beach, we see Winslow being eaten alive by the gulls who are slowly devouring his organs. The end. Okay, so heads up, I did not enjoy The Lighthouse. I thought I was a film snob, but after watching this, I felt dumb as fuck. The Lighthouse made me feel stupid. I'm sorry, I'm sure you can explain it to me in the comments, but I just don't get it. I don't know why The Lighthouse needed to be black and white. I don't know why The Lighthouse needed to be in that weird letterbox shape format thing. And I also don't know why people think this movie is any good. I just failed to understand the point of what I watched. I don't get it. And if I'm supposed to come up with my own reason for the happenings of the movie, well, like, that's your job. You made the movie, dude. Please, if you have a differing opinion, like, explain it to me in the comments, because I'm super duper curious. This is the second Eggers film that I've seen, and the second one that I haven't liked. So, alright, let's rate and rank it. Alright, it's time to get an average of how disturbing we thought The Lighthouse was with how good the film actually was, to get ourselves an ultimate disturbing rating. First of all, I'm going to rate The Lighthouse for how good I thought it was as a film, and I'm giving The Lighthouse a 19.8, which I feel like is generous considering I hated it. Next up, I'm going to get an audience rating for the film, and you're about to see exactly why. Because when I go to the most popular movie review sites, it seems like you guys think that The Lighthouse is actually worth a 79. So that is a vastly different rating to what I gave it. And because of that, we're going to average together what you guys thought with what I thought to make everything fair. So when I average my rating of 19.8 together with your rating of 79, it looks like we have a combined film rating of 49.4 for The Lighthouse. Next up, we need to give it a disturbing rating. We're going to rate The Lighthouse on exactly how disturbing we thought its content was. And well, it wasn't really that disturbing. It was kind of creepy and trippy, but I wasn't disturbed by The Lighthouse. And for that reason, I'm giving it a 42.2 out of 100. Okay, to get the final ultimate disturbing rating, let's average together how good the movie was with how disturbing the movie was, and we're left with an ultimate rating of 45.8. We're going to bring in the grand spreadsheet now. Here it is. And it looks like The Lighthouse is finding itself a nice, healthy position 20. This means we think that The Lighthouse was slightly better than Terrifier, but not quite as good as stop motion. Thanks for watching another episode of How Disturbing, guys. I'm Billy Bogues. If you could throw me a like and subscribe if you're still here, that's super helpful to me as I'm still a new creator. Also, I want to promote stuff on my channel for free. So if you have anything that you want to promote, get in touch because I'll do it. I will promote anything on How Disturbing, free of charge, no costs. And having said that, I'll see you guys later.